Okay. Rudra is from Silchar, basically from Silchar only, no? So his house is there.
Okay. Acha, acha, acha. Today, one of my friend has gone there. Today, not today. Last some 8-10 days back, he called me. He's in Guwahati. So he said that situation very worst. He is returning back today.
Yeah. Situation is very bad.
Very bad. अभी कुछ improve होने का कुछ chances है? बंद हुआ पानी उनी या?
Rudra would know better because key situation, Rudra.
In Silchar, see the flood, whatever water has entered the city, I think is spreading across the entire geography. So almost 80% of the population I'm just talking of the city only, Silchar city, are submerged. But yeah, there is the good thing is that since there is no rain from last 2 days, so there is not much increase in the water level. But yes, there is a situation is very scary because there is no networks, no electricity, and no water for most of the places. So situation is very critical.
Once the water goes down, then also there will be like a lot of issues, na? Cleaning the whole area. Many people will lose a lot of furniture and all that stuff, no?
हाँ, मने बॉटम एरिया में तो सारा चीज फर्नीचर वगैरह सब कुछ रहेगा. Many जैसे shops वगैरह हैं, all things are gone.
उनका shops. Somebody posted a photo of Big Bazaar today morning. Silchar, I think Big Bazaar. Yeah, the whole first floor is completely flooded. And water is almost there till level 2.
ये मने हम लोग 20 साल पहले ना, you remember Kyoto Protocol? Danny, I think you have heard of that. तो वो उसमें अपन ऐसे सोचते थे कि क्योटो प्रोटोकॉल की तरह वो कार्बन सिंक का बात उस समय होता था, एंड एनवायरनमेंट विल बी गोइंग वर्स्ट इन 2020 का सिनेरियो में, एंड वी आर नाउ facing those environmental consequences what we thought of 20 years back.
Yeah. And the prediction is that there will be a few years of high rainfall, and this will be followed by a long period of drought. So that will be even more, even worse, no?
Right. Very right. So Parthoda, how was the conference over there? I think you enjoyed a lot.
It was wonderful.
Partho, we should have a meeting just to, you can give a idea about how the conference was, your experience and everything. Yeah.
Actually,
along with the videos.
Actually, I gave a talk at my club yesterday.
Yeah.
So I have a ready presentation with me.
Yes. So we can also plan one meeting like that. Yeah.
At least
anyone who's interested can join. Yeah.
Definitely. Parthoda एक करिए ना. At least interested person, because वो experience जो आप लेके आए हैं, we should share. District should share.
Pakka. And in fact, Dhanuka ji introduced me to the Rotary Club of Honduras.
Yeah, sir.
So before I went, I communicated with them, and we had a great meeting there.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
नहीं बहुत अच्छा रहा Parthoda. Some account is open till now. And
Partho, I think it's 8. We can start if you are ready. Rudra will do that.
21 participants are there. What do you want to do?
I think today you won't have much because one, it is a weekday, and then in certain areas like the Barak area, I don't think many will be able to join also.
All right. Okay. Appreciate that.
And Rudra will be sharing the PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah. All right, then let's start. With your support, let's start. Let's put out the first welcome page. I want to do it on full screen. Okay.
Is it visible?
It is very
Yes,
much
yes.
visible.
Yeah.
So with the permission of all the participants, shall we start?
Yes.
Yeah, welcome to this series of the second of this series of the L3 workshops. And if you recall, in the first one, we covered T and E and A verticals. However, the E vertical, the technical part, was not covered because Rudra was not available on that day. Today, fortunately, we have him. So what we're going to do is we are going to do the E vertical partial, which is the uploads and the downloads and how you submit the forms and all that, the technical part of the E vertical. And then we have the C vertical, which is child development. And then we have the happy schools verticals. So let's have a great time. We are less in number now. I hope more of us attend, but whoever has attended, I'm sure there will be good takeaways from this. Questions can be asked at any time. However, if you want to reserve your questions for the last after the presentation, that will be a little better for the flow of the presentation. May I request Rudra to start with the E vertical now, please.
Okay, thank you so much, Parthuda, our DLCC for 22-23. Yes, I could not make it in the first session because we had a Raila that time. But anyways, it's great to be part of this team, and I'm privileged to present you the e-learning content for this particular literacy seminar that we are having right now. So let me start. As discussed by Parthuda, I think the normal e-learning vertical is already been discussed by my counterpart from Bengal, Mr. Siddharth Mukhopadhyay, Rotarian Siddharth Mukhopadhyay. So I will skip that part, and rather I will mostly discuss about the upload and other important aspect of this e-learning thing. Is it right, Parthuda?
Yes, go ahead. No.
Yeah. So I'll skip those slides. These are, I think, you have already gone through the last leg of this, first leg of this seminar. So I will quickly move to, before I move to this upload and this thing, let me tell you, just to refresh the thing, e-learning, as we all understand, is comprised of basically two components. One is the hardware and one is the software. So I think hardware, we all know, this is mainly comprised of LCD projector, maybe LED TV. So those are the basically the hardware part of it. And as far as the software concerned, basically software means the content, the study material. So study material, the NCERT approved study materials are already there. And for state level, state board thing, we have to do the deep dive thing to get the content. So I'll discuss about this thing also in this presentation, how to get those content. So this we have already covered. I'm not going through those things. So just to tell you, before we choose any school for this e-learning thing, one thing we have to ensure is that we get the letter from the requisition letter, rightly, maybe you can say requisition letter from the schools or the education department to provide the e-learning content or e-learning the hardware or software in that particular school. So those contents, this requisition letter is also available in the website. There is Teach website, we can download it from there. Rather, what I do, I will take you actually live. It is okay if I take the live on this part. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay, now let me discuss about how to upload the project. Irrespective of it is e-learning, teacher support or happy school, whatever the verticals we cover under the literacy thing, we need to upload those projects. Now, where do we need to upload these projects? So there are two ways we can do it. Once, if you are in the rotaryteach.org page, there is a tab called Project Upload. If we click, we can redirect it to the rotaryindia.org page. So either if you can do it from there or directly log into our rotaryindia.org, and from there you can also upload the project. So if this screen is visible, you can see if you are in the rotaryteach.org website, then if you scroll down, there's a below, you will get a project upload tab. If you click that, then your login page of Rotary India page will open. And from there, you have to log in and you can upload your project. I'll quickly take you through, then we'll discuss about, I'll take you to the online. Now, if you log in there, you will get one tab that is called service projects. Now, if you click the service project, the next page that will open is something will look something like this, where maybe your previous projects, so irrespective of whatever vertical they are in, will be visible. Beside that, there will be one tab will be there in the right-hand corner of the screen, which says Add Project. So if you click that Add Project, the second page it will appear. Now the second page is like something, it will look something like this, where first thing that you have to do is select the basic education and literacy. Once you click the basic education literacy, you have the subcategory. You have the category, basically the category, it will have teacher support, it will have e-learning, it will have happy school, all the verticals will be there. So for example, if you first select the basic education literacy, the category, if you select teacher support, then in subcategory, you have all the three head subcategories will be there, like Nation Builder Award, teacher training online, or teacher training offline. Those three things will be there. So for example, if you select Nation Builder Award, then all the parameters accordingly will be there, and you have to fill up those and you can upload the project. So I'll skip that part rather, and I'll take you to this rather online. Okay, now this screen is visible to all. Yeah, can you see the Rotary.org page, right? So if you click that page, then you see the admin login. If you click the admin login, this it is visible, right? So you have this step. Denisa, there is some noise going on. Can you please unmute? Mute, please. Now, regarding this page, a particular login, let me tell you, for all the incoming president-elect, you will be getting your password and login ID from rotaryindia.org. You will be getting all your credentials. In case if you don't get your credential to for the rotaryindia.org, please get in touch with our district coordinator, Rotarian Denny Datta. He will assist you in getting your respective credentials to log in into rotaryindia.org website. So I think all the president will be getting it in subsequent in due course of time. If not, then please get in touch with Rotarian Denny Datta. Now here, this is the login page. And okay, let me give the password. I think I will be using the Denida's credential only here. So it's 94350. So you can see this page. Once you give your login ID and password, this page will open. Here you have to select, for example, I am just using the credential of Denida. So his home club is Tejpur. So similarly, your home club will be shown over there. So you have to click your home club, and then from there this particular page will open where you will have all the tabs, and here is a service project which you need to click. So you click the service project, then you have all those things are there. Like for example, as I shown you earlier, the add project tab. The moment you click add project, this screen will appear, where basically you can see here in the focus area, if you select basic education literacy, you have the category where all the categories of this literacy is there, like teacher support, e-learning, adult literacy, all this included. Now, for example, like adult literacy, so similarly, we have the subcategory Vidya, Diksha, Shiksha, Saviman, all will be appear over there. So similarly, you have all the subcategories like Happy School, if it's still Happy School, then you will have all the other parameters will be there under Happy School. So what if you have project anything, you have done the project under say school building painting. So you have select the building painting, and then subsequently you can fill up all the other details which are there. So this one way you can upload your project in the Rotary.org, and it will be reported into Teach thing only. So next, what I would like to show you is that if I so this, if anything related to this, you can get in touch with me. I can give you further information on this. For timing, this is the basic. You will all the president-elect will be getting your respective credential for RotaryIndia.org. If not, you can get in touch with Rotary and Denidatta to get your credentials. And this is a very simple way you can upload your projects under all the verticals of literacy. Right. Next, if we see, I will show this one. Okay, so next part which I'd like to show you is that again forms and resources here. Okay, now this screen is visible to you. I have right now opened the Rotary Teach website basically. So here, everything, anything related to literacy is available over there. You please browse through this website. It will be of great help. All the information regarding all the verticals are over there. So what I would like to emphasize here in this particular segment is that resources. Now, if you click the resources tab, you have the brochures. So once you click the brochures, you have everything is there. Like for example, in teacher support, post-teacher training assessment forms, you can download from there. Evaluation sheet to be filled by the student for Nation Builder Award is also available there. So anything that came to your mind, you can go and you can check and download those forms and resources from this particular tab. So this is your, like, you can say your Brahmastra for all the activities during with literacy during this next 10 years. Please, I request all of you to please visit this website. This is of great help. All the contents and informations are available there. So this will be great help to you for your planning for your next year and for carrying out any activity. Now, one particular information that again I like to give you in this platform is that I think there is a lot of discussion has happened over a period of time. Like, okay, in terms of the e-learning thing, normally we can have the hardware, but from where we get the software? Software means the educational content. So one thing is that NCERT approved contents from class 1 to 10 are available with the RLI team. If you need those, you can get in touch with us, or we can help you to go get this content. But specific to state related content, for example, it is Assam board content, not or any other state specific content is there. I think this Diksha app is there where the contents are there. There may not be in a full sequence, but the contents are there. I'll just like to give you some reference of this. Just try to visit the Diksha app on your mobile. You can download it on mobile, or you can only browse in your laptop desktop as well. So let me give you just glimpses of that as well. Right now, Anvi does not do? Okay, so here you can see the Diksha app.
No sound. Yes.
Yeah, it is audible right now. Somehow I clicked that.
Yes, it is okay.
Yeah, so basically this is the glimpses of the first page of the Diksha app, which is where you can get the state specific content as well. So I request again all of you to please try to browse this app, because here this content may not be in a sequence. You have to basically browse through it and find the sequence, but you can see, if I start from the first page, my screen is also visible, right, Pathoda?
Yeah, it is very much visible. I had actually muted myself.
Okay, fine. So I'll just try to show it from the beginning. So this is the Diksha app. This is the diksha.gov.in, where you can see this NCERT. You can see the NCERT contents are there, CBSE contents are there, NIOS contents are there. Beside that, you have the state-specific contents are also there. Now, for example, state-specific, let me say, for example, let me see the Assam basically. So if you click Assam, and then if you click Explore, see, again, we have to select select those things specific to our thing. So yeah, so state Assam, let me select medium. Say, for example, Assamese is the prevalent language in Assam. So let me select Assamese, and then let me select, say, class 1. Subject, again, let me say Assamese only, and content type, say anything, course, learning resources, for instance. This is the resource. I click resources. So so you can see all this contents are there. So you have to just check whether those, for example, this is for Assam. For similarly, for in your state specific board, you can just select the, you just select the specific thing as per your state specific content, and then see whatever contents are available over there. So in some cases, those contents can be downloaded. In some cases, those are non-downloadable. I just sometime back, I just browsed through one, and I have I get to download this specific content also there from this page. So this I think you have to go through this website, this diksha.gov. .in, and you can find the relevant content. So we are also in process to find what are the contents available, since this particular website or app has a huge quantity of content. So it will be it will take some time to find what are which are the content relevant to our specific state specific thing. Then we can guide you on this. Or I also request all the president-elect and maybe the literacy chair to please go through this app and check what are the things available which can be given to the schools. So I think these are the three main except I want to cover in this my particular presentation. One is this upload, which you need to do through Rotary. Which will basically you need to do from rotaryindia.org page. And then for any kind of resources which are available for any part of the literacy, you can get it downloaded from the rotary.org, teach.org. And then finally, for any kind of e-learning content, please log into this diksha.gov.in and try to browse through it and see what are the contents available. So that's it from my side. If anything is there, we can obviously connect with me one-to-one. We can discuss, and maybe post this session also, we can have a discussion on this. Thank you so much.
Rudra, do you want to take a few questions right now?
Yeah, definitely. I'll try to answer if I can able to.
So participants, if you have any questions, Rudra can take at least 2-3 questions right now if you have some.
See, just now we are unable to question it. In future, I will talk to Rudra.
Achha, only one ID will be provided to a single club?
Yes.
In the name of president?
Yeah, the president will be getting a mail communication from rotaryindia.org giving all the credentials. If you don't get it, then please get in touch with our district coordinator for rotary.org, Rotarian Denny Datta from Tezpur. He will be assisting you on this. Or we are all there, of course, but Denida is the single point contact.
Correct. Okay.
You're not audible, sir.
Okay, it's right, Mr. Rudra. One thing I want to ask you whether this literacy program, generally we need to select some schools where we can provide ourselves and also provide the resource to the schools where this literacy programs can run throughout the year, or is this the way?
Sir, let me tell you specific. I will stick to specific to e-learning thing. This is my part basically. So
Yes.
regarding the e-learning thing, as I told you in the start of the presentation, the two things is important. One is the hardware and one is software. Software means the content. Content means the educational material.
Yes.
Now, as we have seen, lot of contents are already there in the Diksha app. So from there we can download, or we can, because all the contents are not downloadable. Some contents are downloadable. So we have to see like which are downloadable and which we can directly play them from our laptop or desktop if we have the internet connection in that particular school. Now, while first of all, if you want to provide a e-learning kit in a school, you have to ensure there is a two way you can do it. Either you just provide the software also, or you can provide the hardware, or you can provide the both. So these are 3 steps you can go in. In some cases, for example, recently, I think MOU has been signed with the government of Arunachal Pradesh to provide the NCERT approved content only.
Okay.
So here, that has been done by the RLIN team and the state government, that this MOU was signed. So here in Arunachal Pradesh, we'll be providing only the content. We're not talking about the hardware.
Right,
Now, at club level, it is totally up to you whether you want to provide a hardware, or you want to provide a software, or you want to provide the both. So it is up to you, as per your feasibility, as per your planning, you can plan it. And let me tell you, all those projects are again can be funded from district grant, global grant, whatever you this thing, it can be planned under those also. So if you have a plan, you can plan it well. You can go for a district grant 3240 foundation grant as well, and from your own club fund as well. But since the contents are almost there in the either in the Diksha app or NCERT approved contents are there with the RLIM team. So if you can tie up with your local education department, and Rotary can be the bridge to provide the content only. Here the content is, you can say, is free of cost. So if you provide the content, so I think you are not spending any money, because the contents are already there.
Only the hardware part will be the
hardware part is basically, again, there are ways and means. You can approach a local corporate house, maybe some manufacturer of those hardware, and ask for sponsorship, basically.
Sponsorship, or anybody is doing the CSR
but
activity.
Before you do it, I have shown you one requisition from, I think I request all the club, if you plan to provide a e-learning content or kit in a particular school, get the requisition letter from them. After doing your assessment, you have to also do the assessment, the need-based assessment, and then we can take the requisition from them and then go ahead. Yes, anything else, any question? Then I will hand over the proceeding to our DLCC incoming.
Rotarian Dilip Kumar Somani has written, has this program taken care of new curriculum? What does this mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, NCERT approved contents are there, so those are updated. As far as Diksha app, I think these contents are newly, this SME, so yeah, for other state-specific board contents are newly being added. So I believe, I am not 100% sure, that's why I say this need to be mapped. I can be 100% sure on this, but these are somewhat mapped with the state-specific curriculum. And that the honors remain with us only. Before providing them to the school, we also have to cross-check from our end whether these are updated as per the curriculum or not.
Rudra, I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm Sudhanya here.
Yes, Sudhanya.
Is it following the national education policy, this softwares?
As per the new policy, that's why I'm saying this is these are constantly being updated. So some contents are already there, and some contents which are updated in the Diksha app, I think these are aligned with the new curriculum. And that's why I mentioned once again, before giving it to the school, we just need to cross-check from our end as well, whether these are in line with the current prevailing curriculum.
Means you want to say that we need to cross-check all the contents and then give it to the school, right?
Yes. See, let me be very specific on this. If you say the NCERT content, for example, these are already with the RLIM team and these are being constantly updated. So these are absolutely fine. So if you have a tie-up with, say, government of Assam to provide the NCERT-based curriculum, for example, so we can approach the RLI team and get the content. So that will be totally in line with the current curriculum. Now, for example, whatever available in the Diksha app, for instance, which are again free, but before providing it to the school, as I told you, we need to just verify it once again whether these are in line with the current curriculum or not, because there are a lot of contents are there.
Thank you, Rudra. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think other questions we can take offline.
Yeah, I think yes, and Vivas is also there. He is master of this thing, so he can also better explain. I've just been newly added to this team, so I have also limited knowledge on this, but yeah, I try to cover whatever.
You're doing excellent. There are a lot of comments we are receiving about your excellent presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Rudra.
Okay, thank you, Rudra. Thank you very much. Let us go to child development now. May I request Dr. Indira Gogoi ji to please present her part of the presentation.
Okay, thank you, DLCC. Good evening to all. So my today's presentation will be on child development, and this is a very important vertical. Out of stage, there are two verticals which were already said earlier. One is adult literacy, and the other one is child development. This vertical, it is also known as the Asha Kiran, a ray of hope, and it has got its own aims and objectives. Its aim is to bring out all the school children back to the formal school, and its objective is to facilitate these children's access to mainstream government schools. If you could see the slide, I have made it bold. Those only state-funded primary and elementary schools. Now, who are these Asha Kiran children or the beneficiaries? Now, not all the children who have dropped out can be brought under this fold. So they usually belong to the age group of 7 to 14 years, who have never been to school or are not attending school, but nominally enrolled, very irregular. And if you would see that at least they're absent for more than 45 days without informing the school. So you have to keep this in mind. Please note it down that it's 45 days without informing the school. And to which children we are going to give priorities to, or these Asha Kiran children are given priorities. So those are basically social and economically disadvantaged and vulnerable communities. And there are particular class of people which are grouped as migrant workers, the children of the migrant workers, the victims of child labor practices, tribal communities, and other children who are really in need of care and protection. Next slide. You can move on to next. Now, this vertical, it has its own vision, which is called the Vision 2025, Asha Kiran. It aims to bring back at least 1.5 lakh children out of school, back to school children back to school. And it's in its vision, it has also kept of building more partnerships with non-profit organization and also with state government. Now, if you see, the vision has been divided into 5 Rotary years. In 2020, it was capped at 50,000. In 2021-22, it was capped at 25,000. Now for this Rotary year 2022-23, it has been kept again at 25,000. Then 23-24 again at 25,000, and 24-25 at 25,000. So because of COVID, probably we couldn't meet this goal. So somehow we are going to meet it up during this the remaining Rotary years. Could you please keep on changing the slides? Okay. So next again. Now, as this goal is divided. Next slide, please. This goal has been divided into 4 quarters. So the first quarter, it has been capped at 12,500 children. Second quarter at 12,500 children. That is equal divided in all the 4 quarters into 12,500.
I think slides are not moving.
Yes. Yes, you can move on to the next slide. Now it has got its own implementation process. So how is it implemented? First of all, we have to remember that this Asha Kiran, this program is implemented by shortlisting NGOs, and out of school children they're identified and they go through a specific training class through Asha Kiran centers. So after adequate relearning, these children are mainstreamed again according to their age in appropriate classes. That too in, again, I repeat, in government and gov-aided schools. Next. Now, the proposals, how are they invited? As I said, that proposals are invited from NGOs. Now, these proposals are invited through advertisements on social development sector websites, or even through referrals. Even Rotarians can refer, like if they know any NGOs who are working in this field, or any other network, or any other partners, they can refer to RILM, and also ask those partners or the NGOs to apply whenever such advertisements comes up. After applying, the NGOs, they are shortlisted, and they also have to go through a process. Desk appraisal of these proposals are received. Then field appraisal of shortlisted NGOs. They are facilitated by NCD's National Committee of RILM. And in this case, the presence of, while sorting out these NGOs, the presence of Rotarians it is very it's desirable. And presence of RILM office staff, the executive members there, that is also very much mandatory. Next. Now, this national committee, they approve the NGOs, and the approved NGOs, they're required to sign MOUs. Then they're again requested to prepare profiles of the children within a stipulated format, which I'll be sharing with you in just a screenshot. Next. Then the RILM office and NGO, they organize a child screening process. And RILM office is responsible for child screening, and presence of Rotary here is again desirable. Then the partner NGO, they upload the data of approved children on the RILM website. And RILM staff, they cross-check the data before disbursal of funds. Now, every donor, they're tagged with this number of Asha Kiran children she has sponsored, and they can track the progress of these children by logging into www.rotaryteach.org. So we have the same common RILM website, that is rotaryteach.org. So we all can visit that. And the total list of children under this program, it is available at the website itself. However, for children whose identity is still protected, those pictures are, however, not uploaded. Now, as I've said, soon after the NGOs are sorted out, what role they have to do, even they also have to go through particular steps and processes. The first step that they have to do is they have to identify out-of-school children as per Asha Kiran criteria. Then they have to fill up the child profile format prior to the child approval process. After that, they have to upload the child profiles on the RILM website. Then after the MOU is signed, all formalities which is required are completed. The NGO, they will have to run the Asha Kiran centers. Next. The next step, which the NGOs have to take, they're expected to conduct daily classes for these children and provide them with educational support with this following points to be remembered. First of all, they will have to enroll. The enrollment has to be done for spatial training classes at Asha Kiran centers for 6 to 9 months. Not only that, after enrolling, they have again to motivate the children to attend the classes at these centers regularly. Next. Now, the NGOs, now again, they have to go for community mobilization. They have to discuss with the parents and the stakeholders, and so that the children, they are sent to the Asha Kiran centers and schools. After that, mainstreaming in gov schools, these children, when they attain a particular age or a particular learning level, as I've said, that they have to go for 6 to 9 months training, and at least complete minimum of 3 months training, at least that they are able to put into those mainstream schools. That has to be again done by these NGOs. So the task is not left up till death. Now it is again the job of the NGOs that they have to undertake the follow-up. They have to monitor whether regular attendance is being maintained or not in the schools. And they have to keep this in mind, that so that the children are retained in the school, that they attend the classes regularly. They have to ensure that the learning is made very interesting and very attractive in the centers. And they also have to ensure children that they achieve the particular learning levels. They also have to maintain a progress report of every child in the predetermined format, which is suggested by Rotary India Literacy Mission. And after monitoring and all these things, they have to maintain a proper documentation, and with that they have to upload all this data, on the monthly basis on www.rotaryteach.org. Next. And after that, submission of quarterly program and finance report, they have to submit it to the RILM. Then original signed mainstream certificates are to be submitted to RILM. Then project completion report and fund utilization certificates are to be submitted to RILM. So these are the steps which the NGOs, selected NGOs, that they have to follow in the entire process. Now, what role we as Rotarians we have to play, or as a club we have to play? The first thing is that as a Rotarian or as a club, we can sponsor this Asha Kiran children. We can support RILM in finding NGOs working in this field. We can participate in the child approval process as per RILM guideline. We may visit the intermediary centers also run by the NGOs and give feedback to RILM. But here we have to remember one thing, that we can visit these intermediary centers, these Asha Kiran centers, but we should in no way interfere in the entire process. We can only monitor. We can just have any feedback we want to give, that we can share it with RILM, but we should not interfere in the entire process with of these Asha Kiran centers. Next. So here is a screenshot of those forms, which is available in this website, www.rotaryteach.org. So if you find this Asha Kiran Center Assessment Form, Guidelines, Asha Kiran Approved Children Compilation Form, which I had already spoken about regarding the NGOs, which are the things that they have to follow. So all these forms are available. You all can click and just see which are the things available, or if you find any NGOs, at least you can also ask them to access these once they apply, or once they are approved of it. So after this process, the next thing that remains is, as I told, that our job is, our role as a Rotarian or as a club, we sponsor as much children as we can for this Asha Kiran project. And we can donate this in two ways. One is through online. If you go visit there, you'll find the donate tab. You can donate online. And the other one, if you're not comfortable online, you can also drop your check or transfer your money in this account number. But please ensure that once you donate, either in the name of your club members or for your individual sake also, please attach a mail copy to admin@rotaryteach.org. And I would suggest you to please write the name of the donor. If the donor is a Rotarian, with the member ID, then name of the club, address, then phone number, email ID, everything in detail. So if any cases arise, at least that could be referred to. And also please keep a copy to yourself also. So after taking all this process, we have to see what is the achievement. So over these years, now 37,436 Asha Kiran children have been put back to school. That is 93.70% of children, they have been sent to the main, to the government schools. And all across India, now 33 NGOs are already entangled with this project. So if you go for this project, there is a recognition for the club as well as for district also. So just next slide, please. If you see at the club level, if there's a level, the star club, the criteria is equal to club membership. Say, for example, you have 20 members and you are able to donate for sponsor 20 child, Asha Kiran child, then your club will be recognized as a star club. Then 20 times club membership, that will be recognized as Majestic Star Club. Then for Superstar Club, you require 3 times club membership. Then Star of the Constellation Club, you require 30 times club membership. Then for Mega Star Club, 5 times club membership. Then if it is a Celestial Star Club, you require 40 times club membership. Then for Supreme Star Club, 10 times club membership. Then Star of the Galaxy Club, 50 times club membership. So this is how your clubs will be recognized at the end of the Rotary year. If you at least follow this, and which I would request the DLCC also to share the recognition in due course of time. So we come towards, yeah. Then here you would see this website, that particular tab. If you can notice, My Asha Kiran Child. As I've said, that once you donor, your name is tagged with the Asha Kiran child you have, which you have sponsored. And however, now you do not know whom you have sponsored, but that would be tagged by RILM. That is the job of RILM. But My Asha Kiran child, if you simply click, write your name or email address or phone number, your name will pop up, and the entire detail of the child's progress report will be available in this website. So I would request everyone at least to sponsor a child of rupees 2,500. It has been said that it has been raised to 3,000, but it is not yet available in the website. So if any changes are there, that would be shared in the group itself and to the club presidents. So here you'll see that this child will be assigned to your name, and we can keep on tracking the progress of the child. Once you click this search by donor name and donor club, that is the tab where you have to search your Asha Kiran child. So this is all I had to say about my child development.
Do you want to take 1 or 2 questions at this stage?
Okay. If there are any, and for more detail, I think even Vibhashda also could help me, and you were there. So whichever is in my hand, I can answer that.
So Binayak Datta ji, Rotarian Binayak Datta said it will be great if you share this presentation. So we will definitely share it. We have done this always in the earlier times also. We will definitely share the presentation. Then Rotarian from Imphal.
I want to ask something. Is this donation tax deduction will be there in this donation?
Yes, it is under 80G. Yes, it is there.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Rotarian Pramod Jaiswal asks, is there any NGO in our respective zones?
That I don't know. I don't think in Assam we have any. But Vibhashda will be able to say more, because there's Rotary Club, one Rotary Club Bolpur Shanti Niketan, and one I think Rotary Club of Silchar. They have been running Asha Kiran centers.
Okay.
Not NGOs, but if you know any NGO who's interested, and you know that they are working in this field, maybe you can refer to them. You can refer to RILM. But these clubs are working.
This is CP Dhanuka.
Right, sir.
Just I mean to say, if Asakarin Center is somewhere in Bolpur, Santniketan, I am in Durgapur, and if
Right.
I want to sponsor some children, I have to do it in my zone or in any of the Asakarin centers in our district.
I think for if you want to sponsor, usually that comes up through RILM. But if the centers they run here, maybe you can directly contact. But I'm not pretty sure about this. Maybe Bibhashda could, he would be much in a better position to guide me in this or guide us all. Bibhashda.
Actually, if you have an NGO in your area and if you have a special request to RILM after proper maintenance of the procedure, then in your zone it can be done. Otherwise, it is not necessarily in our district. It may be sponsored child may be somewhere in other district as well throughout India. So it is a collective responsibility of all Rotarians to take care not only of your zone but whole of India. That is the basic principle. Am I clear?
Sir, I bit have a confusion. Just I want to simple question is that suppose I want to take care of a child and NGO is not there in my area, then can I donate or adopt a child which is in the other area of my district?
That you can do individually. That will be your concern because you may be needing not necessarily 3,000 rupees. You may be needing more. But the thing is this, if you are to go through the exact procedure, that means you are to teach him for the appropriate class and then put him to a government school, then monitor. All these things you have to do yourself alone. Okay.
So
now, please.
Through club, if we want, I'm saying only one person, maybe some other members will be there who can sponsor.
That is going to mention in your project that we have adopted, we have done this. I'm saying one thing, the Bolpur Shantiniketan is running a school particularly every year.
Okay.
This is not covered by RILM, but they're running a school every year. They teach the boys and girls and then send them to government school. There are 3 centers in our district. One is Mango City, Malda, another is Bolpur Shantiniketan, and third one is Silchar, Silchar. They are running such center, though not wholly recognized by RILM, but they are doing by themselves.
Okay.
That way you can do it.
Okay. We'll contact you personally after the.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Let's go on to the final vertical, that is the Happy Schools. Now, our co-chairs Mihir Devnath ji and Vivek Saraf will take us through the Happy Schools vertical.
Good evening to everyone. We just reached in the last vertical of Teach program, that is Happy School. Next slide, please. By Happy School, we simply mean a school where students find happy learning environment and they feel excited to go to school every day. Parents need not pressurize their children to go to school. They will eagerly await for going to school next day. Next. Objectives of making a happy school is number one, to develop infrastructure of the school and ensure facilities for post-scholastic or co-curricular activities as well. Number two, converting the school into a secured and attractive place with happy learning process. And the school would be either a government school or a government aided school with UDICE code number. Components of a happy school. As per RILM template, there are 9 components where a club can take initiative to develop it in the infrastructure of the school to make it a happy school. First of all, next slide, please. Next slide. First of all, the school should have a well-maintained, secure school building, and there should be a boundary wall, if possible, with painted and attractive gate also. Secondly, to maintain the students' health and hygiene in the school, the happy school should have adequate number of hand washing facilities for all students. Next, and thirdly, the school should ensure clean, adequate drinking water facility, if possible, with RO system, and not only for the students, also for the teaching staffs and other staffs also. Next, a happy school must possess adequate number of functional toilets separately for both boys and girls, and also toilets for the teaching staffs too. Number 5, as the students can use their leisure hour happily, the school should have sufficient number of play materials, games and sports equipments, both for the indoor and the outdoor games. It is also necessary for students' physical and mental health too. The 6th component is the library. The school should have one well-maintained library where there will be reading room with furniture and sufficient number of reference books, also textbooks. If possible, with a librarian, and if we contextualize with present situation, there might we can ensure e-library facility also. Next, as all students up to 8th standard in government and government aided schools are provided with dress grant from Samagra Shiksha Abhijan, we may provide, in addition to dress, we may provide them shoes, a bag, and possible, if possible, tie also. The next component for the teachers, there should be a teachers common room, if possible 2 common room if staff position is more, but the staff room should not be gender biased. It should be mixed for both male and female teachers, and the staff room should have a sufficient number of table chairs for the teachers to sit and to discuss among themselves. And if possible, there should be 1 or 2 computers in the staff room with internet facility, as the teachers can prepare their lessons, can prepare their lesson plan, or can study as their requirements. They can search for improvement of their lesson. And the last, that is 9th component, is the sufficient number of joint benches or the desks for the students to sit, as no students have to sit on the floor. These are the 9 components. Next, I will request Vivekda to take over.
Thank you, Mirda.
Thank you.
Thank you. As Mirda has already informed, it is mandatory that for a happy school, we have to undertake projects in a government or a government-aided school with a UDIC number to get that school recognized under RILM. So out of the 9 components which are required to make a happy school, any club, it should take at least 5 components. There may be a few components which are already available. So a minimum of 5 has to be undertaken. But the school will be declared a happy school only if all the components are available. There is a relaxation of 1 component. If by chance we are not able to complete it, 1 component can be relaxed. But for that, the school managing committee, that committee has to give a written assurance that they will be completing that 1 component soon. So that is a requirement. Next slide, please. So now, proper identification of a school, that is very important. For identification, we can discuss with our club members, we can discuss with our office colleagues, we can meet the district education officials, and we can prepare a database of 3 or 4 schools at the club level. First of all, we should visit the schools, and we can start with some heartwarming projects. Like we can celebrate, do our club's Independence Day celebrations in that school where we want to do a happy school project. Or we can provide them with a few indoor sports equipment. We can, if there is a requirement, we can get their like this blackboards painted. We can think of few other small projects so that we are able to interact with the school, with the teachers, and the cost is also minimum, which the club can bear. One idea could be to do the NBA Nation Builders Award. We can start the survey immediately so that we can complete it by September. So all this, by doing all this, like we'll be able to build up a rapport with the teachers and with the headmaster. So after that, we should go and meet the school headmaster teachers. And we have a form a survey form that has to be filled. We have to check what all infrastructure is available, and we have to do a need assessment or like what improvement is to be done as per the Happy School component. And we have to take one letter from the school or a higher authority that we want to undertake the project. After that, we have to make a detailed budget for the entire project, discuss it in our meetings. We have to, as per the budget, we have to explore like RILM partnership support, what is available, and then we have to take it forward. The important part is like if we do it in a systematic way and the planning is perfect, we'll save a lot on the extra overheads if everything is done in a systematic way, and we'll save man hours also. So this is like all about the Happy Schools. Next slide, please. Till date, we have transformed around 3,111 schools into Happy Schools, established around 3,687 libraries, and more is in progress. That's all. Thank you very much. And please feel free to contact any of us for any assistance at any stage. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Any questions by participants? Okay, doesn't seem like maybe you would like to contact directly later on.
Can I have Vivek Saraf's phone number? Or email ID, that for matter.
Sarafji, would you like to
Yes,
give your phone number? Please give.
Putting in
I
the
have a
chat box.
question,
Yeah.
Pato.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm putting in the chat box.
Okay, fine.
And in any case, everybody's phone number will be available in the district directory, and the district directory will be available shortly. I think it's already gone to print.
Pato, can I ask a question?
Sure.
See, Pato, for a Happy School, okay, one of the most important things is the quality of teachers. Are we going to have any control over the teachers or not? If at all we take up a project and we have our own contribution there, then can we actually monitor the performance of teachers or not?
If you are asking me this question, then I would say that as per my understanding, Happy School is basically talking about infrastructure in the school.
I understand, which is why I'm asking you.
Yes.
You're talking about
And when we are
infrastructure
talking
only,
about
but
quality of teachers, then it is the teacher support vertical, the T vertical, where we are doing teacher training. Okay. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah, so we are addressing the teacher support or teachers retraining or advancing them in their teaching methods as per the times in our teacher support program, the T program.
Right,
So today in the Happy Schools, we were confined to mostly infrastructure development in a school. If I have been able to address, if I've been able to satisfy you as of now.
So anyway, so human resource doesn't figure there.
In this
in
particular vertical,
concept,
it
in
doesn't.
Happy School concept, human resource doesn't
Yes,
figure.
yes, it doesn't.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
So this Happy School components which we will be developing, will it be supported through district grant also, or only through club level? We can do it.
You're asking me? Bibhasda, can you help answer Mr. Nisan?
I think that is you can avail district grant as well as global grant can be availed if the amount is very high. Say if you have adopted 2-3 schools, so you can apply for global grant, or you can avail grants from CSR also. So these are the 3 ways if club is not capable of carrying out so much of fund needed for Happy School. So you can apply for district grant as well for certain. But one thing to remember that for building construction and other things, no grant is available.
Achha.
It is for implements only. All the grants.
Okay. Is there any range from where the district club will think of that we should go for the global grants or district grants?
Partly you can communicate as global grant limit, I think $15,000 or like that. No, the minimum limit.
Dhanukaji, can I get back to you on this with the exact figures?
No issue, no issue, sir. We can. Thank you, Bijay sir.
So we are coming to the end of this program today, the workshop today. May I request Bibhasda to give in a few observations regarding today's workshop and give the closing remarks. And thereafter I'll give the studies.
Why not you pass the commands? My observation is one thing, that all the co-chairs performed very well. They tried their best to explain. So I offer my thanks to all of them for their sincerity. I think they need to be introduced because many of the club presidents or club literacy chairs do not know who is who. So that is what needed to be introduced. So for example, Vivek Sharaf started talking, Meet Dev started talking, that he is a co-chair for this one, has to be explained. He belongs to Dharmanagar Club, like that. This is one point. And from the queries, you can easily imagine, if no question comes, means they are satisfied with the discussion. Okay, so thanks very much. Only thing is that not many clubs join this program. That is the observation, that rather we are much reluctant to join. So at least one member from each club should have joined. We have 105 clubs. So at least 87 clubs, I understand, that submitted goal, teach goal. So why not 87 minimum be present here? So in future, I think we have to contact with them, explain them as what to do. So this is not the end of, works of District Literacy Committee. We continuously go on talking to each and every club, as we have divided mentoring of clubs in 16 different zones. So we continue our effort of explaining this thing. Next project that is coming, the first one, if not the other, is NBA. So we should start working that all clubs participate in nation building award competition. This is a very popular program. And if they're motivated, all of them will participate in this program. And I thank all of you very much. Those who have joined have shown their interest. Thank you very much for overall conducting this program in a nice way. Partha, thank you very much.
Thank you. And I'll take one last minute to while we end this program. I would like to thank all the participants who have come and joined. There are constraints today, I know. Silchar and its adjoining areas are having the worst time of their lives. They are heavily flooded, and our sympathies go out to them. We wish we can help them, but right now we are praying for them. And they are not joining, that we understand. We had 56 participants today, and to address one of Vibhasda's concerns, we are devising another 4 in this series of L3 workshops. We are going to have another 4 workshops that will be physical workshops, and we will find out, this will be spread in the district, so that we will be grouping them into 4 areas, and the club who will host them, we will financially support them also in a way. We have taken some sanction from the district fund, and there will be 4 other workshops as we go along for the L3. So whoever wants to sharpen their knowledge, and whoever has not attended, they will get a few more opportunities as we go along. This I wanted to convey. I also wanted to thank the technical team comprising Danny and Rudrajit. They have really gone out of their way. Yesterday there was a problem with Zoom. They could not have the COG the meeting yesterday, but somehow today we could have this. Thanks to Danny and Rudra. Really grateful to you. Yeah. With this, I would like to thank you, and wait for the next announcement for the physical L3 workshop to be held in one of the regions, one of the zones. Thank you once again for attending.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you,
so much.
Partha. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Thank you. That was really interesting. Thank you.